learning how to manage perimenopause, dealing with menopause, and then learning how to extend your well-being years and your pleasure years when after menopause, because that's the rest of your life.
Now, after the program, I'm fine. I mean, I would really be anxious for days leading up to the event. But now it's like the anxiety, it's a calmness. I don't have that worry. I don't have that, that predisposition to worrying days beforehand. So that has really made a big difference as well for me. And so I could not have done that before. There's no way I could have taken on this new role without having gone through your program.
And in meetings, and then having to let a colleague know that they need to just look at me. Obviously, when that happens to you, you can't really talk, and you're completely distracted because you're now worried about whether you may die or not. But just the fact that I'm not having these is just, you just feel relieved, you feel safer, you're not constantly concerned when an incident may happen, and then, as I say, not surviving
So
that.
for me was like, okay, this is the beginning of the end. I'm just going to turn in my badge. I'm going to be done. And after, I mean, as you said, Marion, it happened very quickly. Within 3 weeks, I start seeing the possibilities. And what I was going through is not forever. That is not the future me. A very different mindset. It's like, I'm unstoppable. It's horrible. You should ask my husband.
When you're out the other side, it feels like yes, you get your life back, but also it feels like you're back in your 20s, but with all of your life experiences.
It made me a lot more open. So now, I will talk to anybody about this in terms of, don't suffer in silence, because that's what I did. I suffered in silence and thought that, I could solve this by myself. But you need that knowledge. You need somebody to support you.
I was feeling old. I felt like, my grandmother took sleeping tablets, and she was always a bit achy and couldn't do much. Hey, I'm 60, and 60 is definitely the new 40.
Our program is not rocket science, but it's all based on published medical research. And we found out many years ago when we were helping women with PMS that very often women have got low levels of important nutrients. And since then, there's been more research done after our papers were published to show that billions of women have. So we teach women how to get their nutrients into an optimum range, to get their brain chemistry and their hormones working normally.
It doesn't feel brave anymore because I've come out the other side. I just feel that everybody should know that there is an answer to it, that don't suffer in silence, which is what I did.
Just to normalize the conversation and said, our bodies are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And menopause is not a disease. Menopause is no perimenopause. And menopause is not a disease. We are absolutely normal. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to be going through, but it doesn't mean that we have to do it in silence, and it doesn't have to be difficult, but just accepting that is a stage in our lives that we're all going to go through.
We need to be out there. We need to be talking about this so that women come to understand that everyone has a right to a midlife refuel. And it's so wonderful to be in this situation where we can help women to have that hope that they can get back to feeling completely unstoppable and feel like the best version of themselves.